In this video, we demonstrate how to set up and run an automated test in the Automated Test Framework, or ATF. Linked timecodes for these topics appear in the YouTube description for this video. In the last video in our series, we showed you how to get started by assigning ATF roles to those users who will be helping you with ATF. Now you're ready to set up your first ATF test plan. In our scenario, we want to set up a test plan for adding a new user record via the user form. We assign this task to Pat, a user administrator with the ATF Test Designer role. We navigate to Automated Test Framework, Tests to add the new test, and add our first step. In the Add Test Step dialog box, we select a step configuration from the middle column. All steps are displayed initially, but we can filter them by category with the options on the left. For the first step in our test, we want to impersonate a user with the role or roles necessary to perform the test. In our example, we choose a user with the user admin role. The next step in our test needs to be opening the user form, so we select the Form category and the Open a New Form test step. Here we select the table in which the new record is added, in this case, the user table. We can also specify the view if we wanted to test a specific view other than the default. Let's add the next step to set field values on the form. The table is already selected based on the table selected for the previous step. Here we add a first and last name for the step to use as data in the form. For a real test, you would want to add test data for every form field to make sure each field is correctly configured, but here we'll keep our example simple. Note that the field must appear on the form for its value to be set. For the final step, we want to submit the form. Here you need to choose an assert type. What you choose depends on what you're testing. Here we want to confirm that the form is submitted to the server, so we leave that option selected. Now we're ready to run the test, but notice that running test and test suites is disabled. Before we can run any automated tests, we need to enable test execution on the instance. A user with the ATF Test Admin role can edit ATF properties, so we ask Adela to enable it for us. This property is disabled so that someone won't mistakenly run tests on a production instance. Be sure to run tests only on development, test, and other sub-production instances. Back in the test form, logged in as a user with the ATF Test Designer role, the Run Test option appears. Now we can run the test. Because this test includes a form step, which is any step involving a user interface, you need to choose among any currently running test clients or start a new test runner. We don't have any other test clients running, so we choose to start a new test runner. We return to the first browser tab where we can monitor the progress of the test in the Run Test Progress dialog box. If necessary, we can cancel it when it's running via the Cancel Pending Steps option. When it's done, click Go to Result, which navigates directly to the test result record. Here you can view the status of the test result, the duration of the test, the output, and a related list of step results. The test log related list displays all the detailed step results and logs recorded during the test, including browser console logs and errors. The test transactions related list displays system transactions captured and recorded during the test. Also note that if your test modifies data, the system rolls back that data when the test is complete. For more information, please consult our product documentation, knowledge base, or podcast, or ask a question in the ServiceNow community.